Yes. Hiya. Hiya, hiya. And it's madness in all women to let a secret love within them, which is unreturned and unknown, must devour the life that feeds it. That's Jane Eyre. That's Charlotte Bronte. Jane Eyre was published in, had to look it up, 1847. And interestingly, she had to publish under a pseudonym, Currer Bell. So it's a quote about women. I mean, it's just really interesting. Yeah, all the gender stuff that's happening today and was happening back then with a slightly different inflection. And I would, along those same gender lines, really stress that it is madness in all people to let a secret love within them, which, if unreturned and unknown, must devour the life that feeds it. And I think, you know, it's blah, 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 unknown must devour the life that feeds it. I think there's a wiggle room in the must. I mean, that's the question. But stuff and love, you know, it's better to just, I think maybe because I've done it, opine, you know, like, this sucks, I'll write a poem, I'll do a dance, this sucks, I'll cry in the bathtub. And you know, I'll watch a YouTube video, I'll make a YouTube video, I'll whatever it is, to feel my way through it rather than stuff it. And there's a temptation to stuff it because, you know, unrequited love is really uncomfortable, and it just, it's hard. Not that I know anything about it, mind you. I've been on both sides, and so have you. Nine of Pentacles. That's the card of being single. That's the card of not going nuts and letting a love devour you. This is living your own life. You know, and I mean, that life entails all the lessons you can imagine year after year. This is real life. This isn't like some idea of life. It involves time. Time spent, time logged, time getting grounded, time finding your place in the world. As a single person, not devoured, right? Tell us about the Nine of Pentacles. It can be a card of Virgo. Doesn't have to be. But it has that element of I'm stable on my own. Nines speak to usually to the to an individual energy, to the single person. Next, Knight of Pentacles. I mean, when you're in the realm of the real, of the, you know, you're not up in the ether. You know, in some ways your life may have become so aligned with that element that, you know, the way you live in the world is unique to you. You're able to bring into 3D the energies that are 5D, whatever, 4D, fifth dimension. It's slow growth. You know, these are like the rings of the tree. I see them as like the rings of the tree. You know, it takes time to come into yourself. You know, and I'm pushing 70, and I'm still coming into myself. Luckily, this never stops, this growth of you, your personhood, your higher self as it's expressed in Pentacles energy here and now. Wow, the Magician. Major manifester, you know, who brings things into 3D. And this is almost like you've manifested yourself. This is a 1 card in the Major Arcana. Fool is 0. High Priestess is 2. This can sometimes speak to the single person, the one, who is manifesting from above into their 3D life. Let's find out. What do they mean? It's good, whatever it is, because this person is secure. And not in the sense of like glib or, you know, it's about growth as much as it is about security. Pentacles energy. Okay. Under 9 of Pentacles. Well, we have 2 here. 5 of Swords. 3 of Wands. Well, this is somebody whose past is very different than their future. This might have been, this 5 of Swords, you know, something really divisive. Black from white, this from that. It can be an argument, a fight, clashing of beliefs. Magician is Gemini, Virgo. Here's another card of Virgo. You know, as above, so below. This person is being the channel for. I think this person for the sake of whatever, let's say you, because it's an I card, it's the single individual, like somehow took one for the team, took the hit, absorbed it. And somehow used it to, it ultimately stabilized them. It certainly made them feel independent. You know, basically, screw that. I can go it on my own. All my lifetime long if necessary. I mean, I'm manifesting the single person. I'm manifesting a long and authentic life. And that doesn't include this kind of BS. And that might well have been this person's belief system. You know, trying to hold 2 completely contradictory sword energies, beliefs. Whatever that's about, we're looking to the future. You know, our face is turned toward the sun. It's this healing life force energy of Wands. It's warm where this is just cold as ice. I think you took one for the team, whatever that means. And it made you stronger. Oh, geez, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. I don't really like that saying. Okay, we've got a whole mess of them. I'm supposed to just do them like this. Okay. Yezu. Took one for the team. Under Magician. 3 of Cups. That's sort of the team. You know, we got 3 threes in a row. I don't think I've ever seen that. Oh, I'm sorry, no, it's 5 of Swords. This could be considered the team. You know, it's you and your friends. It's that close circle of connection. And I think that's why you absorbed this. Fives indicate a need for change. And yeah, it's gonna. Maybe in 3 weeks, maybe in 3 months, maybe in the summertime. But you're manifesting it. You know, this is the future. 3 of Wands that you're manifesting. You know, a future of connection connection and warmth, love and passion, you know, simpatico. Not this. It's like there's a gospel song, Study War No More. You know, instead of manifesting conflict through this clash of beliefs, let's orient toward a future. 3 of Wands that's like this. I almost think that this is it may be the microcosm for some of us, maybe not everybody. I mean, it never hits 100%, but this may be fairly specific. But I think at the same time that it's specific, it's really very universal in that I think it's describing study war no more. I mean, if that's not where we're going, this is what we have to manifest. We have to summon all the energies. You know, this individual has the cups, the wands, the swords, almost said the spoons, and the pentacles. Everything they need. But I think it's everything we need somehow as a society. And where does it start? It starts at home. It starts with you. It starts with me in our lives. And I just want to say, this reminds me, yesterday I got the image of, you know, somebody with a stick and the board, and they're doing this to get the spark to light the fire. And I was wondering, could you do it with 2 people? You know, could 2 people together? Something about when 3 or more are gathered in my name. I mean, 3 is you know, it's the Trinity. It's the 3 muses. It's the body, mind, spirit. It's, I don't know what that was. Something went bing. Okay, on 5 of Swords, this card of conflict, or taking one for the team. Again, with the Pentacles energy. Well, I think this is, if it's a study war no more theme, this is like, where am I going to invest? You know, if I don't invest, if I don't feed, what was it? Devour? It's madness in all women to let a secret love within them which, if unreturned and unknown, must devour the life that feeds it. This is kind of devouring the life. You know, staying in conflict, wasting your energy, wasting your ability to see things clearly. And this is the restoration. In 3D, you know, if we've been depleted by some kind of mental clash as a society, as a person, as a couple, as a whatever it is, if we don't invest in that friction, I mean, because that's what this is too, right? That's what makes the spark. That's what makes the spark. So this is, I don't think this is avoidable ever. But you can turn your attention to something else. In 3D, you know, let me get out of this headspace that is really a mess. You know, and get grounded by investing in something real, which over time, like, bears fruit. These are the stalks of wheat, right? This is like planting season, which it almost is here, except it keeps dipping under freezing. 3 of Cups, dipping under freezing. 9 of Swords, that's sword energy. You know, anxiety coming back to haunt somebody. You know, will I ever get here? Will I ever have this reunion? Will I ever have this close circle? You know, can I manifest it? Can I bring it in? 3 of Wands. This is waiting for the thing to come in, waiting for the ships to come in, waiting for the love. And this is the bad sword energy, the stinking thinking. It'll never come. I know it won't. I'm not good enough, you know. Besides which, my house is messy, or, you know, whatever crazy shit we tell each other. Tell ourselves. The 9 card. You know, this is anxiety in the night. And it's not true. You know, this isn't truth. This is like something that is like static in your brain, that like your brain's on the fritz almost. On 9 of Pentacles, we have 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords in traditional Rider-Waite shows the person imprisoned by the swords. Stuck, thinking they're stuck. In this depiction, right, it's the escape from that circle. It's flying, you know, Aquarian energy, the eagle getting the higher perspective, like busting out of whatever a stupid mindset or argument landed us here. We got to invest in something different, you know, and it's sort of like first feed yourself. First put the oxygen mask on yourself. You know, so you'll have the strength basically to bust out. There's something going on that as we do this individually, it's like a momentum is gained where we begin to be able to bring it through, because each one of us is doing this. Nobody's off the hook here. It's like, make your life matter. Earth energy, matter. Bring it through. Make it matter. Chariot. First card, Major Arcana. And it's a great one. It's manifesting this success. You know, the what's it called? The victory lap. And I think the success is a card of Cancer on the level of feelings. Water energy, Cancer energy. And it's almost like as we near the finish line, there's this fear, this like, what have I done? Have I actually manifested this thing? Am I up to the task? You know, will this group of people spit me out? Is there something wrong with me? You know, all these questions that plague us. Are we good enough? Blah, 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 blah. You know, we're tapping into the love that moves us forward. The love. That circle of love that moves us forward into the future. Wands are directional. Three of Wands is in traditional Rider-Waite, the guy's standing on the shore watching the ships come in. They're in the harbor. They're in the harbor. On Three of Wands. What's in the harbor? Ten of Cups. You know, it's going to get good. You know, happy days are here again. And I think it might actually freak you out at first. Because, you know, we're all used to this. I don't know if we're used to it, but we've certainly all experienced that. And this is like being battle weary. But there's this inrush of balanced emotion, Cancer energy, water energy, this reconciliation of opposites. That's what we're manifesting. And it's sort of like the singular, a magician, each one of us being a channel for this kind of water energy. You know, it's deep, it's real, it's balanced, and it's on the way in. Chariot's pretty fast. Could be by Cancer time. On Knight of Pentacles, we have King of Wands. You know, Knight of Pentacles is sure-footed and methodical and not the fastest. You know, it's not a sports car. It's like Old Smoky, you know, it's the one that can get you there. May take a little longer. But look at what's fueling it. King of Wands. In some ways, okay, I get it. Right next to Magician. The Wand. The Wand. Somebody's coming into their own, you know, able to take action in the world. Who knows what they want? Who knows where they're going? Slowly but surely. This is a card of Leo. I believe it's Leo. It's one of the fire signs, which just means fire in the belly. Which is interesting that it's clarifying Knight of Pentacles. Well, I think part of what was slowing this whole business down was that this Knight of Pentacles person somehow had felt trapped mentally. It's like I'm getting the image of the bird in the room. I don't know if you've ever had that, but they flutter, they go to the windows, they flutter. And when that happens in my house, I lose it because I identify with the bird. You know, the I person identifying with the bird, battering at the window. And I have to say, one of my good friends and a neighbor, I actually called, because I usually can catch the bird, you know, throw a hanky over it or something and get it out the door. This one was in the corner of the window, this window, and, you know, just battering itself, and I was losing it, and the phone was within reach. And I called this guy because I'd seen him do this before. He can catch the bird without a hanky, without, you know. And so he came, he, bless his heart, he was working right down the street. He came over and he put his hands out like this, and the bird stepped back into his hands. And he just went and brought it to the door, and away it went. And I said, wait a minute, how'd you do that? And he said, well, when it's in the corner, you put your hands behind its legs and just gently push in. They have to step back. They naturally step back into your palm. And then you just keep them safe. Their little heads poking out here. So like 2 days later, my cat brought in a bird. I caught it. And I noticed just now, as usual, 9 of Pentacles has the bird on her hand. In this case, it's in her hand. I think that this person is letting go of whatever belief system restricted them and kept them in a place of conflict. She's giving that safe harbor idea, that ship's in the harbor. In safe harbor. And it's almost like the ideas that have to go. The ones that stay with me in my life and flourish and thrive and live, allow me to live. Win-win. And the future is so bright. 3 of Wands, gotta wear shades. 10 of Cups. So this 3 of Cups, even though there was anxiety about it, somebody was scared. Scared of connection in general, maybe. Because they'd been living in a land where if your guard went down, you got poked. And I think they got tired of it. You know, it was like this. It was the friction was just wearing them down. This could be you. All you. Except I think there is a King of Wands involved. And I think you're the 9 of Pentacles person. One more on King of Wands, please. Well, good grief. Look at that. Ace of Wands. That's a very passionate energy. That's the seed, you know, shooting out. That's what happens in springtime. Yeah. And it's a card of the personal. You know, like 9 of Pentacles. Wands can speak to the personal. Also to an opportunity. And I think that this Knight of Pentacles person is seeing the potential for great passion here. Passion for life. Passion for gestation. Passion for growth. Passion for fire. Fire in the belly. Let's go. And then this sort of gentle, the balance between those two. You know, it's both. It's the black and the white. Pegasi. But somebody's really taking up that wand, their purpose and their power. And that might well be you. You know, you secure individual, you've escaped a mindset. And these one cards, the Ace, the Magician. But Three of Cups is not, that's a card of connection. It's not a card of the singular. And Chariot isn't really either. Ten of Pentacles. Boy, wow. From the Nine of Pentacles, you know, that individual sense of security and authenticity to some kind of environment. Pentacles could be a literal place where everybody gets to feel that way. And, you know, really not all the time, Pentacles, because in amongst the flowers here, in amongst the roses, I don't know if you can see, but there are little hearts with thorns. It almost looks like the rose hips at the end of the summer. But it also rather looks like, because it's a 5-pointed. Oh, I wish I could light this better for you. There was a quote I saw the other day of, you know, he that is afraid of the thorn shouldn't try to pick the rose. Something like that. You know, at the same time, you don't want to linger in Five of Swords or invest your energy in it. That's part of life, Pentacles energy. You know, you're not going to be able to pick the rose without the thorn. Even in Ten of Pentacles, the best scenario you can imagine for you and all the people you love and are connected to in this lifetime. It's that kind of inclusive energy. Okay, in that same earth energy, Pentacles, we have the Hermit. Card of the singular. The 9 in Major Arcana. A card of Virgo. 9 in Minor Arcana, in earth energy. I love tarot. I mean, this is really, there's something about this that's sort of take it to the bank. And it might be bank. It also could be, you know, there's nothing about this scenario that is speaks to lack or deprivation or any situation that makes some of the people feel not worth it, less than. Again, it might have a societal ring to it. You know, leave no one behind. That's sort of Ten of Pentacles. But then again, we have the card of the singular. So I think this reading really interestingly swings back and forth between like 3D group, Ten of Pentacles, and 5D Major Arcana Hermit energy, the singular. It's almost like as the, you know, it's like one God, one energy, one singular source manifesting in all these different pentacles, in all these different lives. Out of the many one, you know. But I see it somehow as this, it's almost like the universe giving birth to itself. Thence to all life forms. this reading, it has this other strata that is extraordinary. Empress. You know, Empress is an earth energy like Hermit, but she's the 3 card. You know, she gives birth to the world. She's inclusive. She has to do with that wider circle. You know, it's kind of like an all-embracing energy of Empress, divine feminine. And, you know, the spiritual partner, the one wedded to the other guy. And this is the singular card. And is it possible to be both? This card of 3. 3 Empress in Major Arcana. 3 of Cups. Inclusive love. And we're all both. You know, we really are. It's a card of the guides speaking right to us, kind of to all of us, right? Through Gaia. We're her children. You know, we're the human family. And I think there's an admonition to stay grounded. All these pentacle energies. The future is looking very nice indeed, but like also take your time. You know, the harvest is coming. There's a bounty out there that is inexhaustible. Both on the level of our immediate lives, 9 of Pentacles, and the sort of cosmic level. What does that mean? Death, transformation, the phoenix, inexhaustible. You know, whole universes, suns and solar systems collapse and are reborn, collapse and are reborn. You know, in the Hindu philosophy, the religion, as I understand it, universes collapse and are reborn out of the belly of Krishna? Somebody. But it's the lotus that comes up out of the navel and blooms and then disappears back, you know, and taking eons to do it. This is a card of Scorpio. So, I mean, wowza. And it's as if that bird we've seen, you know, a bird in the hand. Bird flying back into the bush. And then the phoenix bird. You know, it will express lifetime after lifetime, eon after eon. This Empress energy is inexhaustible. It's inexhaustible. That's like somehow I'm hearing, you know, that's the rainbow sign. That's the assurance of full spectrum light, full spectrum love. No more water, the fire next time, which it sounds so scary to me. That's a biblical quote, I believe, and also Fire Next Time, James Baldwin novel. But in this context, the fire next time, is life force energy. It's you know, it's like the universe. Wow, there's a biggie. The universe rebirthing itself because it rebirths in each one of us. I think that's it. We have on the board Scorpio in the Death card, Virgo, Gemini in Magician, Virgo in the Hermit, and Taurus in Empress. Divine Feminine. Manifestation, transformation, and back in the flow. Back in the flow. All right, you guys. Thank you much. Okay, sorry, bottom of the deck. I just noticed as I tried to put these down is Eight of Cups. That's a card of. That's a card of leaving one place and going to another. And under that was Emperor. You know. These two in alignment. Some major transformation has taken place. And the brain is sort of saying, what? I'm used to this. What do you mean I can have 10 of Cups in the future? What do you mean I could manifest that kind of love and happiness into my life? You know, is it beyond my reach? It feels like it's beyond my reach. Emperor energy is extremely, it's powerful, it's potent, it's all about, I can do this. King of Wands energy, I mean, look at this guy. I can do this. And that wand is the fire of transformation. It like burns away all the crappy karma, our own and somehow our cultures. I mean, we have to continually do that. Continually let it go. Continually put things on the pyre. You know, and out of that will spring new life. Right, got it right in my hand, my little sweaty mitt. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.